Hello, hello. We are back. And enough about that. Let's just get into it. It's been a while, but hey, it's been I wouldn't say busy week. It's been a week of ups and downs. But we're picking back up. And that's the good news. So we're almost done with this case. So let's try to finish it today. Think, Miles. There must be a hiding spot he could make use of. Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing? Sing. Rough. He's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here! Come on!
Rough. The dog! He hasn't made a sound today. When we were here before, he barked and growled repeatedly. Can't even encouraged him to do so. That must be it. I knew something was off. I can hardly believe it, but I think I know where he hit the murder weapon. Ah, shit. What did I give this guy again? What voice did I give him? Giving up already. I expected more of you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
As well as you should, if you would give me a moment. Hold on, let me just check my volume levels here. Ah, the game's a bit loud, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Here we go. That should do it. For this piece of evidence shows where you hit the murder weapon. It's the dog. It's inside the dog's mouth.
Take that!
Your dog. He seems unusually quiet today.
Oh yeah, unlike last time when... Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmut's mouth.
Oh, come on now. He hasn't barked because he's a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time. Then order him again, this instant!
It's not like we are asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide?
If you insist. Come on, Helmut. Open up. And there we have it. A chisel that small was easy to...
What? A chisel in the dog? Why is there a chisel in the dog?
I thought he'd be strangely quiet. I guess his brain has finally caught up.
Eustace, why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them it's urgent. Okay.
Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel.
What?
Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it? Alright, so we're on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, right?
The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Mr. Canis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands that you explain yourself.
We found the route your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain Mr. Edgeworth.
Why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny?
Poor Helmut. How could they suspect us? You leave me little choice. I shall simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've grown tired of killing. Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Calm.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Carnice's testimony. If you'll be so kind.
Gladly. Perhaps you might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. No connection whatsoever. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Ah, could it be you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmut only bears his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know.
I mean, when he puts it that way.
An assassin who only kills his acquaintances. Not the soundest business model, I agree. My work required me to deal with strangers, of course. But murder for its own sake, that's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Knight and Canis. I should go over the evidence again and see what I can discover.
You guys played chess together. What do you mean you had no connection? You freaking liar!
You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but something still requires human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of correspondence chess. What's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. What? The number of possible games has been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120, and that's on the low end.
Wait, so that's 10 times 10, 120 times over, right? 100, 1,000. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. Now tell us why you killed Knight. Unless, that is, you would prefer to explain the coincidence. Hold on, let me reposition my setup real quick. I realized it's hard to voice act while sitting down. You gotta stand up for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Give me just a moment. I'll be back. I mean, I'm not gone or anything. I'm here, but I'm just. We'll be back on the game. Anyways, let me see. I think this works better. Yes. Let me just. The cable under the microphone. That's bad. That's bad. We shouldn't have that. We should not have the cable under the stand. Bad things can happen. Take this iPad away. Okay, there we go. Better diaphragm support when you're standing up, as opposed to sitting down. Alright, anyways, let's continue. Well, they do say that truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence.
But that's totally impossible. We just proved that.
A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet here we are, Helmut is as surprised as I am. Aren't you, Helmut? Yes, yes. I suppose there's nothing for it but to finally tell the truth, boy? The other prisoners had all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was minding my own business, when in comes Helmut, dragging a corpse of all things. I had quite a shock, not least because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmut take the body to the workshop. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me just as I had asked. The dog pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop. Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess after all.
You know something? That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Sawat said, Edgeworth? That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat!
What? What did you just say?
It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him.
I see. So what Mr. Sawat actually saw was Helmut removing the murder weapon then? Precisely. I can't say I was a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy. It's not like you to sleep up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? Poor Helmut is growing restless. Sorry, but if you could entertain us for just a little longer, Mr. Canis. Fender. No offense, Palio, but I don't think you've quite told us everything. I'm sure we'd all like to know why you thought you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place. He's right. Right. It makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion. But Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon. But... So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought. Please answer the question, Mr. Canis. It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel and the one around Helmut's neck. Have a very distinctive design, if you will. Of course. They were something of a trademark of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
Bodhidharma Canis, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear. You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well. Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our case against you. Yes, it was but one of my bells. Only one of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two. One for my knife and one for my beloved Helmut. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all, and I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. When Helmut brought the body to my cell, I was rather surprised to hear the familiar sound. At first I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel, an ordinary chisel. It's certainly no assassin's blade. Nonetheless, the bell would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I am the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect, and so the chisel had to be removed and hidden. You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body, that you had nothing to do with the killing. Hold it. How could I? I told you, the chisel is not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth. Why not have it checked for fingerprints?
Yes, this. Huh? Me? But I don't know how to check for prints. The forensics. Oh, right. Sure thing. We got him. Fingerprints. They're Mr. Knight's.
Why does my controller do that? Hold on. What did he say? Mr. Connis's? Sorry. Mr. Connis's.
Nope. Just Mr. Knight. Oh, and some forensics said there's no sign of any prints having been wiped off.
Only Knight's fingerprints. This isn't good.
Should I get them to check again?
Now do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Helmut carried it in his mouth. That is all. Therefore, any prints must belong to whoever had it last. Ugh. It's a murder weapon. Belonged to the victim. Oh, that's not helpful. As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise? No! I've got nothing to counter with. But what could this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Or is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be.
I'm sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth, but if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear?
You've done it now, sir! She's serious! I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turn everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one.
Wait, something doesn't add up. A few things, actually. What would Mr. Knight have needed a chisel for?
You can do a lot with the chisel, giant. Break out of prison for once.
Alright. Then how did he get in there? There's no way the guards will let him bring a super sharp tool in with him, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey! Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The important thing is finding the truth, you know? It doesn't matter how we get there, as long as we save Simmy in the end. We can't give up now or ever.
Yeah, what she said. I'll second that. You want me around with that, Kay? I'm half tempted to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Or rather, like your pop said. What do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses? The heart of those words. It's like this. A defense as defense attorneys, our clients' fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client, and we're the only ones who can save him. So we can rest, not while he's counting on us. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man's legacy. are you? Well, well, well. Hello, Riddler. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. Anyways, haven't missed too much. I'm an associate with the defense now. No, I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen, and that means that if I fail to save my client, I have failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon Saint. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another. What's up, man? Yeah, it's life's been it's been going up and down, to be honest. A bunch of ups and downs lately. But we're moving back up. Oh, and with some news. I just got a new computer. Not streaming on this. Not streaming on a new computer yet. I'm still streaming on my old one. But that opens up new opportunities. You know, like I can stream more games, and better quality now. Like, holy shit. So, yeah. There's that. We got a new computer. Really great for gaming. I look forward to showing you guys some more stuff. Anyways. Wait, were you not here for our Ace Attorney streams before? You've always heard my Edgeworth voice. Zarbon kind of sounds like this, right? Something like that. My voice isn't quite deep enough to convincingly be Zarbon. And besides, I feel like this works for Edgeworth more. Just a very stern British accent.
There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know. Now let's find that new path forward. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel into the prison.
Right. How would Knight have managed to bring a chisel in here? Here. Let me see here. Probably smuggled in.
Take that.
Usually it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object into this facility undetected.
Because of the security gates, right?
Correct. But we already know that checks at one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough of late. Namely the gate at the entrance to the detention center. My mouth hurts.
That gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check. Check.
Are you telling me that the chess set wasn't put through the metal detector?
It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late.
Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring him the chisel. Hidden inside his pocket chess set.
But this answers one of our questions. And it suggests that the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's and not Mr. Canis's.
However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That's one of the security footage in which Knight is attacked by a dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Canis was not the culprit? But then, how do you explain his prints not being on a murder weapon? This one's a real tree piper. Three piper? I've never heard of that before.
The court too finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation.
Wait, sir. I think it might be time to show you another one of my secret weapons. Introducing secret weapon number 4. Lil V. What sort of name is that, detective? I came up with it myself, sir. Anyway, you can use it to analyze the video footage. Alright?
An excellent idea. Perhaps then you might finally see that I am telling the truth. Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try.
All right. Want me to talk you through how to use it, sir?
Nah, I'm good. No, I'm sure it won't be that complicated.
Whatever you say, sir. Now let's fire Lil V up. Remember, just examine anything that catches your eye and you'll do fine.
The footage from Knight's holding cell. Other than the victim being attacked by the dog, I can't see what else it might show us. But suppose we're wrong. What could we be looking at instead?
Hey, Lewis.
Welcome back. Could the person in the footage be someone other than Knight? And if so, could whatever's attacking them be something else too? I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage.
You never know what you're gonna see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure.
What in this footage seems odd?
Ball. Oh wait, I forgot I could pause. Oh, I can zoom in, right? I can enhance, like in CSI. Hold up. Wait, hold on. What the hell? Okay. Okay, zoom in. Ah, well. Look what we have here. Wait, let me just position this carefully. Controller. Oh, come on, man. So am I on the right track or not? What is this? Oh my god. Okay. Aw, for fuck's sake. Come on. Okay. I think I just need to get a clearer shot of this, maybe. That's why. Because, like, it's clearly not a dog, right? That's the idea. It's clearly a cub. Enhance. Yeah, you know. Wait, did they have CSI in the UK? I didn't know that. The paw. The claw. Maybe. Aishibal. Okay. Come on, it's so obvious. It's so obvious that it's a fucking cub. Oh! They made it they made it even more obvious. Yeah, he is getting attacked by a teddy bear, so you've caught on, Lewis. Ooh. Wait, that's... I suspect we may have a critical error. We may have made a critical error of judgment. A critical error of what? Say that again? Sorry. What we're looking at here is no dog. This animal is... That's not a dog, it's a bear.
What? So the paw prints from the photo I took.
We're not canine, but ursine. A bear? So could that mean... Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? And if we were mistaken about the creature in the footage, it's not inconceivable that we were mistaken about the person in the footage too. Maybe there's something in there that could prove it, sir. Something that shows it was a night? You're right. We can't see the person's face, which means a direct identification is out of the question. But perhaps there's something that can tell us who they are indirectly. Indirectly? Like the mirror? Yes, it's certainly worth a look. Really?
Oh. Ah, yeah. Pause. Enhance. Okay, are we supposed to see his face? Okay, you know what? Let's just play the whole thing. Aish, bud! I didn't mean to do that.
He's making out with the bear. Ayo. The figure is reflected in the mirror here too. Is that a hat? Say, doesn't that look like the hats the guards wear, sir? Oh, jeez, is that what I think it is? Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a guard recently? Not that I've heard of. So this may not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one. Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of their hat. Okay, so I know... I know it's him. It's totally him. It's painfully, obviously him. Oh wait, no, but we're not there yet. We're here at the missing guard uniform.
Take that!
Wait, hold up. Wait, sorry, hold up. I'm hearing something weird. Hearing a weird noise in my house. Let me just check real quick. Hopefully it's not something... Alright, never mind. I think we're fine. That was a false alarm. I think that someone was just moving their garbage. Huh. Probably. Those things make a lot of noise. Could be that. Because today's collection day. Anyways, let's continue. So, no guards have reported being attacked by an animal as far as we know. But we did hear about a guard's spare uniform being stolen. Could the person in security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard? Oh, get on with it! You know what? This is so fucking obvious. Okay, here we go. We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. Get on with it! I'm skipping this. This is so fucking obvious. Take that. I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. It is none other than Rocco Carcerato, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. Blah. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion. But the bear in that video is all black! Indeed. And we have evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark fur is... Take that! Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank Sawitt's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course. That's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see. The show had already started, so... around 9 AM, perhaps. The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters once lathers an animal with thick black mud. Mud. Yeah, it does go hard. To take that. By the way, I just noticed there's a serious stream delay going on here. Holy crap. I don't think it's ever been this bad. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment. That animal could have been... Indeed, our polar bear. Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security... Yeah, that's right, cut her off, yeah. I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Sawat mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway. And this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage. It does? Yes. Let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay? If it was taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 AM. In which case something isn't right about the footage. Really? And what's that? That was a fucking Chad move, exactly. Yeah. What new contradiction does the security footage introduce relative to when it was recorded? Oh, let's pause this real quick here. It's just a timestamp, right? Take that! Mr. Sowett said he administered the treatment at around 9 AM. In which case, the security footage should also show a time around 9. However, the timestamp says 6:42 AM. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. All except 3. Mr. Connors, who remained in his cell in maximum security, Mr. Sowett, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop, and Rocco Casarato, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sowett before entering the tunnel. And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sowett's grasp to run after its human. Mr. Sowett would have then left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw it. Get it? 'Cause Sowett? Anyways, it all fits perfectly except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 AM. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
But why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined. Right away, please. I'm back, sir. I just talked to the guards and, seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras if they lose power. What? They're pretty old, sir. Guess the clock stops when the power's off. Which would mean that the power was cut off for approximately 3 hours at some point. La. That's not all, sir. You remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? No one believed him considering, well, you know, he seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out, that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy. Which may not necessarily have been a lie.
Duh! I forgot, what voice did I get? Oh yeah, right, Valley Girl accent. Alright, let's do this. Darlings! There you all are. How goes the investigation? Is there anything I can do to help things along?
Actually, there might be something we can do for you, Warden the God. Warden, that's my boy. The escapee, Mr. Casarato. I believe he may still be on the premises. Oh, speaking of deadlock, I forgot to tell you, Lewis. I got a new computer. It can run games and shit. Actually, on high quality. It can run anything now. I've got so much power and freedom. I'll be streaming on that monitor, on that computer later. I haven't completely set up yet, but let me just tell you, it's so freaking good.
Holy shit.
He is disguised as a god. Here's the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that the person captured on this tape is our man. Oh, Riddler, you returned just in time to hear peak Valley Girl accent. And if I am correct, he might be even right here in this room with us now.
Worst of all, he could be in this very room. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be... Hey, Mr. Carceraro would have been wearing a bracelet, right?
Yes. A bracelet that could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors out of the prison proper don't have those sensors that detect the bracelets installed. So if he avoided doors with sensors, he could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape.
Well, yes, I suppose he could. You just have to avoid the workshops and the cells and... Oh my. He's one of you, isn't he? He's here right now. Look, it's Teddy. Bro, why didn't you leave, you fucking dumbass? Hey, paws off. Get your mitts off of me, you big palooka.
Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm my suspicions.
Ah! Dang it, kid. If it wasn't for you, I'd got away with it.
What a thing it is to be loved, huh, Mr. Costerato? I'm almost envious.
Guards, apprehend this man.
A moment, if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I will need to speak with him. With your permission, of course.
I can hardly say no now, can I? Well, come on then. Hit me with your best shot.
Mr. Costerato's escape route led directly into Knight's cell. So it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me what you were doing on the day Mr. Knight's body was discovered. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis.
So it's you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret gateway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? I had me a guard's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place. So it went for on the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right after me. The sack of foe was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. Ugh! I wouldn't have gotten away with it if somebody had an off at night and brought you bums down here. If it weren't for you meddling feds and your what the hell are you? I'm Kay. I'm the thief. I don't give a shit.
You claim to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it?
How? Used everything I could get my hands on. See? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Just like in those old movies. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer. And what do I got for show? And what I got to show for it now, huh?
Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day. There's an outside chance Mr. Costerato and Knight met face to face. Just before Knight's death. Okay, catching straight. Exactly, brother. I should see what other details I can extract from him. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice the track until now. What the fuck, the guitar? The uniform. Was that from the fixer too? I actually crossed my arms and I was like, wait, how do I scroll through the text? Anyways.
Uh-huh. Sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guards. Had the guy swipe it from a pal's locker.
And were you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel?
Nope. Would've got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it until I got to the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake.
Yeah, the Great Escape, yes! That's what it was, yes.
Here we go, I thinks. Freedom beckons. And then the fullball here jumps up at me.
Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony. You claim that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? Because we can make it a problem, you catch my drift?
Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you had another door to contend with. And also, you did not want to try me. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Mr. Costerato, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key. How's that for counterpunch?
Ugh! I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door was open. I walked right out.
Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. Honestly, yeah, Edgeworth is kind of he's kind of got that build. He's kind of got that build. Not gonna lie, he could totally duke it out in the ring. I can see it. So perhaps when you'd finally succeeded today, it truly was unlocked because it was after the murder. Have you guys seen Edgeworth in the Professor Layton crossover? Holy shit, dude is shredded. Shredgeworth. But you had attempted to escape previously.
Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you.
Which was during the circus performance before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at that time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to this cell on you. Without it, your escape would have not been possible.
Ugh! Law! Are you saying, could he really have?
I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was, in fact, perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerato. He is the one who attacked the guard. But not just the guard, Knight too, all to gain possession of the guard's keys. Knight just could not catch a break in prison. Holy shit.
It wasn't me, you lousy bum. I didn't even know this Knight guy.
Oh yeah, they made Wright skinny. Yeah. Wright super is impossible, not gonna lie. It's so Wright in general is just impossible. Like you need a certain brain to play him in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like there's no way. After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape. A moment when the prison would almost be deserted. That's right, the moment of the show, just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend.
Hold it. Says who, huh? I got proof, genius. This ain't your win yet. Nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count, and everyone knows it.
Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim as the guard in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell. Once you get a super, you win the match no matter what. He's like bottom tier to top one. Yeah, that is so true. Once he unlocks turnabout mode, he is the best, second best character in the game. The best would be Dark Phoenix. Holy shit, Phoenix is not fun to play against. Funny, they're both named Phoenixes. I didn't even notice until now. Funny.
Take that.
MVC2 was made like just over a year before AA1. Had it been a bit later, they would have considered adding him. And MVC2 was already superior to 1 and 3. Huh. Really makes you think, doesn't it? We found traces of Knight's blood on the cleanly wiped floor of his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him! You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys! My fight money!
Why I oughta.
What the fuck kind of Looney Tunes ass line is that? What fucking Hanna-Barbera Tex Avery, what fucking cartoon did you come from? Shit.
What's with you, huh? The newspaper wiped that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it.
Okay, but why'd you think you had to wipe it up anyway?
If they checked Knights into God's hands, they would have seen those two never came to blows.
But that blood would give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure there was a third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they'd have found the tunnel in a heartbeat. So you wiped out the blood to buy yourself a little more time, so you could wait for a better opportunity. Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now hand over the keys. Right in the kisser. KO. Perfect. Killed by a lousy, stinking bum. Fine. You want keys? Here, I hope you choke on them. Wow, salty. Man's gonna roll off his sleeves. Want a knuckle sandwich? Exactly. Oh, not this bitch again. Wait a moment. If Mr. Caserato here had the keys... Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he would have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that theory cannot possibly be true. Aye! No! Guess this changes things up a bit, eh? Now the only person who could have moved Knight's body is the one person who knew about that tunnel. No, you gotta be freaking... Mr. Caserato, you're under arrest! Come quietly now, pal! Wait, you got the wrong guy! I didn't do nothing! Alright, fine. I knocked those two chumps out, and I stole the keys. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to Knight's cell, there was nobody around. And I mean nobody! Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way in there or something? I couldn't even have gotten out of my cell. Indeed. You only had the key to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Canis's dog could. What? It was not you, but Helmut who moved the body from your cell to the workshop. I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy. Indeed. One can easily imagine that Mr. Caserato and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Caserato could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell. And then Mr. Canis's dog took him from there to the workshop. There are no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Caserato. How can you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of them and you just don't know. Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough. You got that right. Try scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me. What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself? Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell. Went all the way from there to the well in the yard already. Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, right? Sorry, that just kind of reminded me of the Saddam Hussein meme. Anyways, even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, alright. I just make good on what somebody else already started. Then what was the original tunnel for? Who knows? The other one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out. Ooh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like to get water from the well or something. I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, K.
Well, strike, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it, the smell. Yeah, always smelled kinda nice down there.
Nice?
Gee, I don't know. Smells sorta like dessert, I guess.
A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across a sweet scent before?
On this guy's body!
Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent of the body and traced its route back through the prison. And that, Mr. Caserato, was how we found your tunnel. Oh. Could that same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well?
Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth.
You mean to suggest that this is the evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Caserato, you're the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access.
You have our thanks, Mr. Caserato. Truly. Finally the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident.
What? You ain't pinning this on me! I'm glad to see that we are finally in agreement, Your Honor.
Only if we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Caserato may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
What do you mean?
I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use as the keys he stole.
You gotta be kidding me! Lady, shut your bitch ass up already! I am sick of you French women!
Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was not unconscious as a result.
Yeah, she just can't stop. She's fucking persistent.
And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Caserato had reached a certain agreement?
What kind of agreement exactly?
Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And here was that precise means in the form of the keys Mr. Caserato had just stolen from the guard.
She really is dragging it. Guys, you want to just skip this section? Let me just tell you this. She's like completely wrong. This part is kind of drawn out. You know what? Yeah, I think we're just gonna. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I forgot this lady was such a pain in the behind. I'm not even. Croissant. Basically, the idea is she thinks they were working together. They were in cahoots, right? That's all you need to know. But then the evidence doesn't add up, and what do we get? Another investigation section. So that's what we're gonna skip to right now. Let's just finish this case already. I mean, it's a good case, but like there are parts like this where it kind of drags out because of this fucking character. Miles Edgeworth. Yep, that's right. This case is far from over, baby. Woo! Except we're in the final part. It's just that the final part is pretty fucking long. Shibal. Let's just skip this already. Time is of the essence. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yeah, exactly, Lewis. Some cases are like that. This is the worst case in the game. It's still a decent case, but trust me, all the other cases are going to be much better. Okay, since you guys like the Valley Girl accent, I'll just voice her lines. Darlings, please, there's nothing to be alarmed about. By which I mean that's not an alarm, it's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it. I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea. I hope you can forgive us. Alright, you two, back to your post. Chop chop! And as for you, Rocco Carcerado, it's time you went back to your room. Yeah! Bro was like 1 or 2 letters away from saying. Anyways. I'm gonna miss Rocco Carcerado. I actually enjoyed voicing him as well. Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow? I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers, escapees, so eventful. It's time our guests went home to Betty Buys, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Come on now, darling, don't make me bore you with all that I am the warden, this is an order! Nonsense. Wee yappity yap yap yap. Okay. I beat you all. I do. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Nobody likes you. Fucking uppity ass bitch. Fuck you. Anyways. What are you waiting for, kittykins? Off you go. Fine. At least there is a tomorrow for me. Damn! Is that what you think, Lewis? Interesting. Judge Gavel believes that Mr. Knight's body was dropped down the well, and then taken through Mr. Carcerato's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? 3. She also seems to believe Mr. Saint Hart to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so? Alright, and then on to tomorrow. Oui, bonjour. Oh, jabba-jaboo, jabba-jaboo. Omelette du fromage. Croissant. Interesting. I'll keep note of that. All right, we're gonna speed run this part. Did I save? I did save. All right, we're gonna do story mode. Although that might be easier said than done. There's nothing left to investigate. Judge Gavel's deduction yesterday. Baguette croissant, pâté soufflé, crème brûlée, I'm sorry if this gets me cancelled. I didn't mean any offense by it. A nice body really been thrown down the well. The answer to that question will surely show us the way forward. But before we begin, I should tidy up my organizer a little. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. I don't need to say that part. Let's see here. Huh? There's a cover on it. I tried West Side in the middle of prison. Figures to be locked. Well, luckily, I'm a master lockpicker. Want me to do my stuff? I think not. We'll do this investigation by the book. Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Whoa! What's it, Kay? The lock's broken, and from the looks of it, it's been broken for a long time. If that's the case, then anyone could have thrown Knight's body down the well. Judging Val's theory, he was that Mr. Saint carried out the murder here in the yard. And then during the performance, he threw the body down the well. What are you thinking, Mazzarino? Plausible or no?
Oh, why don't we see if Misso can help us again? He'll be able to tell if Mr. Knight's body was here, which way it went.
Lily versus Gavel, who's more annoying? Wait, who's Lily? Oh, Lily from Tekken! Oh! French hoes are straight up annoying for real. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Call the Berry Big Circus and ask Miss Regina Berry to come down here with you. Yeah, I cannot think of a non-annoying, like, rich French girl character right now. I'm like trying to think, I'm drawing blanks. Leon? What idea, kiddo, but what exactly? Oh, we're broadening it to just French people. Okay, in that case, there's more to be found there. Like the spy, gentlemen. Oh, not this shit again. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this part. I hate these little thief parts. It's so weird. Oh, talk me through the days. What are you doing now?
I'm inputting everything we need for the simulation.
Allow me to explain. This is Mr. Oh my god, okay. He's gonna explain this again, okay. What's another cold French character? Frenchie from The Boys, I guess? Although he goes like on a really stupid arc in season 3. But other than that, he's alright. Who's another cool French character? I can't think of any. Man, French people suck, don't they? I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, I'm still thinking. I'm actually still thinking. To be fair, I don't know many French, like, fictional characters. Or French-based. Like, France-based fictional characters. Remy from Ratatouille, I guess? I mean, he's very talented. Linguini isn't bad, he's just a regular guy, you know? His manager's an asshole, though. Leon is great, yeah. Leon isn't even French, he's just a white guy who happens to be French. Let's be real here. Right, Assassin's Creed, yeah. Remy! Oh, you know what? Abel. Abel's pretty alright. Right, fighting game characters. What other French fighting game characters are there? Yeah, that's all I can think of. Remy, Abel. King of Fighters has too huge of a cast for me to remember a French character. Oh, Victor? I guess? Nah, Victor tries too hard. Nah, I don't like Victor. Victor from Tekken. Yeah, Abel's alright. They didn't really do much with him, though. They had no faith in him. Understandable. Oh, Manon! Oh, Manon, I'm not gonna lie, Manon's kind of a baddie. She kind of fine as hell. Not gonna lie. Woo! I can't play her though. I cannot grasp that character. Even though I usually play grapplers, but I don't know, something about that kind of grappler It just doesn't click with me, gameplay-wise. But I love her design. Oh, okay, that wasn't too long, okay. That wasn't too bad. The little thief section was short this time. Yes! Alright, let's continue. Sorry, sir, came back as quick as I could. Huh! Wait, let me just save because we just sat through a lot. Speaking of VF, Sega, please give me VF4 Evolution and PS5 with online. I'll walk to Japan and thank y'all. No, man, VF6. They're working on it someday. Did you guys see that the Virtua Fighter Summit or whatever? I'm so glad I missed that. Like, I had a feeling that it was just a bunch of nothing, and turns out I was right. They were just stalling and wasting time. Man, what a good way to like ruin the goodwill of your Virtua Fighter fan base, or prospective Virtua Fighter fan base. Getting your fans all hyped up and then presenting nothing. Wasting their time. At least just say like, oh, we have nothing, we'll show something later. Like that would be more understandable, you know? Ah, detective. That was indeed impressively quick. You know me, sir. Never did like to keep you waiting.
Thanks for coming all this way too, Regina. No problem. This seemed way more fun than rehearsal, so I ditched them for the day.
It's very much appreciated. Alright, detective, let's get started with Missile. Yes, sir! Hey, Missile, get over here, boy! What's the matter? Come on, boy, come on! What's wrong with him? Looks like he's scared of something, sir. Holy shit! Alligator! Guess he's not a fan, sir. Well, I doubt he'll be of much help to us like this. Any other bright ideas, Mazzarino? Yes, actually. Miss Barry, would you mind lending us a hand?
Oh, I'd love to. Just tell me what you need. Do you want me to teach Ellie some tricks?
I don't doubt she could do it, but nothing quite like that. I'd simply like an account of what the yacht looked like during the show. You got the reference. Yes, I was making a JoJo reference.
I like where this is going. You're thinking of using Little Thief again, am I right?
Another investigation section! If you'd be so kind. Alright. Alright, so this is where I just, like, have it autoplay and then, just talk to you guys about random shit. Okay, let's see here. What the hell is an alligator doing in prison? Yeah, you tell me, bub. Dang gators. Don't you just hate it when alligators just pop up in your prison? I hate when that happens. Oh, and tigers. Oh, I mean, in this case it's a circus, but like, why is an alligator in the water, you know? Like, what? Who poisoned the water hole? What are they drinking in prison? You know what I mean? Yeah, I hate when that happens. Aw, shucks. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. We're not even that, like... We're not even that far into this section. What the fuck? Oh, no, we are. No, we're almost there. Okay. Once we see Gavel, that's when we know, like... Yeah, that's where Gavel shows up again. Yes. Once we see her again, that's when we know, like, we're almost there. But I'm gonna skip Gavel's part because I feel like you guys have already been like really tired of her. I feel like you guys are really tired of her shit. It's just us telling her what happened, what really happened in the circus show. Unless you want me to play through it. I mean, either way, it's fine. Whatever the chat wants, I'm here to serve. I hate when I get locked up in a maximum prison facility and I get jumped by an alligator. Yeah. Man, tell me about it. I mean, could be worse, right? Could be a bear or a murderous blind dog, you know? Nothing specific here. Oh, yeah, Regina too, right, yeah. Not gonna lie, she kinda dumb. Not her fault entirely, but like, she kinda dumb. All this happened because, well, she kinda dumb. That's literally case 3 of Justice for All. It's just, she dumb. So Acro, why did you kill, what's that guy's name again? Why'd you kill Mr. Barry? I wasn't trying to kill Mr. Barry. I was trying to kill his daughter. Because she dumb. She do be indeed dumb. Regina, I hereby declare you guilty of dumb. Alright, see ya. Arrivederci, Riddler. I don't think a blind dog or a bear could do harm for real. I know, I was just joking. I mean, to be fair, this blind dog probably could. I mean, it's trained by, you know, an assassin. It's got its tricks, so to speak. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to take something out of the fridge. Hold on, BRB. I probably won't miss much, but we'll see. Wow, it's still going on, huh? Oh, wow, geez. Okay. Ah, yeah. By the way... Oh, wait, no, I can check the time right now. World time. London, 11:26 p.m. Tokyo, 7:26 a.m. Yeah, I feel you on that, Lewis. Yes. That's kind of what's happening with this case. Well, hey, at least you have like background noise to listen to and vibe to while you're doing whatever it is you're doing, you know, just something background. Some Ace Attorney beats to study and listen to object to, I don't know. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Is there a way to fast forward this even more? Yeah, so the idea of this puzzle is to understand the mechanics of the circus show and how it relates to how the body was moved. Like, how did they move Mr. Knightley's body over to, from blah 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 to the workshop? I say blah 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 because, well, the location will be revealed later. And then also, here's something. They're using the metal detector to find, if I remember correctly, they're trying to find the actual murder weapon, because the chisel is not. Yeah, that shit came in clutch, should I say, yes. It really did. That's like one of the best cases. It was so satisfying bringing Von Karma down. Like, you like at first, like when you brought that up, like you see the crack in his armor, and then all of a sudden he's in checkmate once you bring up the metal detector, and you hear the beep beep beep, and then like he gets like the greatest breakdown in all of history. Like you just like, oh, it was so satisfying. He shows up in the first game all like intimidating and like all boss like ah shit, we're so cooked. And somehow Phoenix Wright manages to stall and find his way out of these situations, you know? Yeah. He even cross-examined a parrot at one point. That's a peak moment in the series, for real. Cross-examining the parrot. And it turns out the parrot just completely forgot. And like that it's possible that Von Karma actually trained the parrot to forget that. Oh, that shit was hilarious. Von Karma just like spared no expense. He made sure everything was accounted for. Even going so far as to train a parrot. But yeah, sometimes I wish I could just forget everything about Ace Attorney and experience the first game again. That was something. Like that fourth case. Ooh. Not just the fourth case, the final case of Justice for All. The final case of Trials and Tribulations. Woo! Yeah, he really wanted to win at all costs. By the way, I think you might like the sixth game because you... Actually, I don't want to spoil anything. You'll see for yourself. If you like Phoenix Wright, the sixth game will be very interesting. Oh, and Apollo Justice. No, Phoenix Wright is peak in Apollo Justice. Honestly, he kind of steals the spotlight. from Apollo. That's why the sixth game was made, to give Apollo the spotlight that he deserved after so long. Yeah, it was really good. And I like how they went about the evidence. Like, who would you, what person you want to show this evidence to, and what evidence would you want to show? Like that was really cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna warn you, Lewis. Cases 2 and 3 of Apollo Justice, absolute dog shit. One of the worst cases in the series. They sucked. Like, they're among the worst, along with the Ace Attorney investigation filler cases. But man, cases 1 and the final case, so worth it. So worth it. Honestly, you could probably just skip case 2 and 3 if you wanted to. You wouldn't miss out on much. The characters are so forgettable. And yeah, the investigation sections of case 2 are so dragged out. Like, you think this is bad right now? Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. No. Oh, yeah, that's what I did. I fucked up twice because of that, and then I got the sad ending, the miracle never happened ending. Like, holy shit! I thought I was wrong. I thought I had to show it to someone else or something. But yeah, no, you had to show the videotape. You know what? Considering how long this investigation section is, I think I might just skip through the Gavel part 2. I was originally gonna, you know, voice over through it, give her a chance, and this is not her fault. It's just the investigation in this case is too damn long. Christ Almighty! Christ! Oh yeah, they proved that Candace isn't the killer. I mean, of course, you know, that's like red herring, am I right, fellas? Obvious red herring. A herring so red that a freaking, like, bull just, like, charged at it. Charged through it. A herring so red it raised the room temperature. The thing that sucks is I can't, like, stop the story mode and go faster, because if I do that, it would just start all over. So I have to wait for this whole investigation thing to, like, finish. So that's also why it's taking long. I feel like they could have done better, in a way, with how to go about navigating the cases and the parts of the cases, but yeah, that's just me. This is so long. Yeah, it really is. You know what? I'm gonna do the rest of this case sitting down. I'm no longer interested in standing up. Actually, no, never mind. No, I must continue standing. Because shit will get good. It's been like 15 minutes for real though. Yeah. I feel like it's been more than that. Man, imagine if I like actually played through the whole thing right now. If I voiced everything, how much longer this would have taken. Like, Jesus Christ. It would take another like 3 days to finish probably. Oh, okay. She's okay. Investigation complete? Oh, finally! Christ almighty! Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Eustace Wiener. Useless Wiener. Second grade insults. Let's go. Alright, look. I'm gonna like mash this button so fast. It's gonna be faster than story mode.
Hold it.
Bro, this kid is so slow. Slow in the head. See, when that music plays, you know some pretentious bullshit's gonna happen. Yeah, they're both annoying. But the good news is they become less annoying later on. That's the good news. It does get better. If they were still this annoying, this game wouldn't have been so praised, I'm sure. Aish, Bile, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to go back to the previous statement. Oh my god, I didn't mean to press this statement if it was going to take long. Wait a minute, what? It doesn't tell me what to do with this. What? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Dude, whack your finger at her. Allow yourself some victory. After all the talking down she's done on you, you haven't whacked your finger at her once. I don't think. Oh, there we go. Now, there it is. There we go. Yes. You know what, Lewis? You're right. Miles Edgeworth is so unfathomably based. Only he can pull off a triple cravat. Though, Callisto Yu would think otherwise. Alright, Lewis. You ready for this? You ready for this? Ace Attorney without Edgeworth would be less entertaining. Exactly. Yes. Edgeworth is such a great contrast to Phoenix. And also he's a very layered character. Very unique as a protagonist. Oh? Oh? What is she? Oh, what are we doing with her? What is she doing here? Oh, what's this? Warden Lagarde?
Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest little poochie woo?
He's not just a pretty face. Missile also has quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you make me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume.
Then perhaps it is the sweet stench of death.
Oh!
Bro, Lewis, were you a detective in a previous life? Bro, was Sherlock Holmes your ancestor? Holy shit, dude. You got that detective's instinct, bro. Not gonna lie. You're like the Dokes meme right now, you know? When you know something is like off, but you just can't prove it. But you're right on the money this whole time. Just like Dokes knew that he was the Bay Harbor Butcher. I'm just kidding. Obviously Dexter was. Yeah, but anyways.
You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. But if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling me the killer. Calling moi the killer? Hello?
You were born for this, yeah. That is precisely what I'm calling you.
What? Warden Lagarde is a killer? Mr. Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Oh, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me, I'm the one in charge around here.
I'm so glad that you're not seeing me in camera right now, because fucking mannerisms I have to do for this accent. Oh.
It's like we're in a murder mystery, aren't we? And equally far-fetched. This is preposterous!
Sadly, it is not. Although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points. And we must trust in the evidence. This piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer. Take that. Your scent betrays you, Warden. And he is your accuser. Yeah, you know you're a bad person if the fucking animals hate you.
The police dog?
We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. He now appears to be smelling the same scent. And it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you're priceless. Really, you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion. Verity, dear, do put him in his place.
Oh! It seems Judge Cavell may have reached a similar conclusion to myself.
You believe this to be no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. After all, she had the key, and the scent found lingering on the body is hers as well. For real, Lewis, yes, exactly. With just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence. However...
Indeed. Then it seems a conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself.
We should. And when we have, this case will finally be at an end.
Ah! We're almost there, guys! You're all being simply awful! Stop looking at me like that. Me? The killer? Mwah. How could I possibly do such a thing? Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to have killed him there. But how am I supposed to have moved the body? Especially as I never went into the prison. I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you like. You won't find a record anywhere of my having entered or left the prison proper. I haven't the first idea what harebrained theories you little scamps have cooked up, but I'm innocent. There's simply no way I could be the killer.
Give me a break. Missile doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone and just come clean.
Oh dear. I'm afraid you are the one making things difficult. As I just said, I never went into the prison. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records.
She clearly wants us to check those records, which means they won't help us. Yeah, he knows. Anyone with a brain knows. We're just hard to find another way of getting the truth out of her.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being a big silly. You've made a boo-boo and you know it.
Cover up! Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance to the prison. But what if you took another route?
Oh, come now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean that awful, filthy tunnel we discovered? Why, until yesterday I had no idea it even existed.
No, you had another way in. I'm certain of it. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel. The route you took went through this location! The yard.
Through the fence?
Warden, you took Knight from his cell and brought him to your office, which just happens to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent both the entrance and the tunnel.
A gold star for creativity, darling. And how would I have gotten through the fence, The extremely high fence, topped with razor wire, with thousands of volts of electricity going through it.
Oh, the fucking breaker, bitch?
Yeah, how is she supposed to have gone through that,
The fence's electricity supply can be cut off from the power room. And only you had the key, Warden. No one but you could have done it.
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. What in the guard was set on the detention center side? How would she have even reached the power room? Exactly, Verity darling. Well, Clever Puss, you've dug yourself a real hole now.
Aye.
If there is no record of Warden Lagarde having entered the prison proper.
Yeah, but
then using the idea that she could have shut off the fence by using the breaker is out of the question.
Damn, we thought we had it, Lewis. Damn. Ugh. But there must be some way she could have done it. Take a deep breath, big guy. Lose your core and you've lost everything. But if I don't find a solution, she might still wriggle out of this. Hey, I said take a deep breath, not freak out and completely lose your cool. There's nothing to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah? No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone.
Mr. Edgeworth, if you cannot find... You aren't doing yourself any favors by obstructing justice with your silence.
That was a reflexive objection. But now that I've yelled it, if I don't come up with an answer, it's all over. That was objectionable! Wait, where have I been? I feel like I've been here before. I have one more thing to add. If you'll permit me.
Bro pulling a phoenix right now? What? Something that explains how the warden could have shut off the breaker room from the wrong sides of the fence?
Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut off the breaker? An accomplice? But who could the accomplice be? I can only think of one person. She couldn't have done it alone. Oh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo. I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice. He's luring the Phoenix Tech, that's right. Hey, Lewis, Mr. Detective. Who do you think is the accomplice? Who? Since you seem to have a hunch for these kinds of things. Enough! You disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth has said nothing wrong! The inmates of this prison are all issued with security bracelets. What's that raise the alarm if people go where they're not supposed to? Ah! I see that you have realized your error, and we are, of course, within the prison grounds. Where not only are the bracelets worn, but even the guards surveil each other for signs of wrongdoing. And despite all that, no one noticed Mr. Carcerato's escape. The only ones who are free to roam are the animals, as they most certainly could not have operated the breaker. No. So our accomplice must be human. Then who did it, given that it could not have been the prisoner guard? I wouldn't be so quick to rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there's one person. Someone whose movements weren't restricted. And have just the evidence to show who that free-roaming person was. Alright, Lewis. Let's walk through the evidence really quick. Pay careful attention. Oh, wrong one. Alright, while you figure that out, I have a phone call to take, sorry. Mom's calling. Give me a moment. Bruh. I have to end stream. Oh wait, something there's been something came up. It's nothing serious, but I have to end stream. Right. Damn it, we were so close to finishing. Aye. Bud. Okay. Well, sorry this is so sudden, everyone. Son of a bitch. I didn't mean to do that. Hold up. Oh my gosh, it's not letting me save. Alright. I'll just tell you who it is. It's Sawit. He was sucking up. Because he wanted to roam freely. He wanted to be a good boy. To get a reduced prison time. Anyways. Alright. Thanks guys for stopping by. I have to head out now for today, but we'll continue this tomorrow. We'll fucking finish this for real this time. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.